Inside the physical inventory module, let's look at how to adjust the quantities for each product you have in VRP with what your physical inventory is in your store. First, start by selecting your vendors. By default, they are all selected. If you are going to select one or only a few, you can unselect all by clicking the checkbox at the top. You are also able to search for a vendor using the search box. This applies for each of the fields: group, subgroup, sub-subgroup, product, user-defined, etc. For the cost is option, you can choose the current cost that it is listed at, the last received cost, or the average cost. If you are unsure what option to choose, select average. If you have a file that is not in the UPC, quantity format, click Convert Single to CSV to convert it to the correct format. Load the file with your physical inventory into VRP by typing its path or selecting Browse. You are also able to load from a handheld device. Once the file is loaded in, you are able to view and edit it by clicking the Edit button. A file needs to have two parameters, created from the UPC and the quantity. The first parameter is the UPC. This can also be an assortment or a child UPC. The second parameter, the quantity, needs to be a number. The parameter needs to be separated with a comma. If the file has a header, you must remove it. Select the store. Now select the date. In this case, VRP wants the date of your last business day with this amount of inventory. For example, if you scan your inventory in the morning of Thursday the 23rd, you would select that it was scanned at the end of Wednesday the 22nd. Select Amount for open orders when you would like to consider the items that are already on order by customers but not yet picked up as on hand. Select Skip Automatic Recalc prior to compare if you do not want to ensure that on hand in the inventory table matches the corresponding records in the transaction table. Select Auto Create Check Digit if there are cases where the physical inventory file does not include the check digit. The physical inventory module will automatically add it and compare it to see if it exists in VRP. Click Compare. First, the program will show you invalid scans. These scans were ignored by VRP. Inside the table, there will be all the items that were scanned. You are able to search by product, UPC, or description within the results. You are able to only display discrepancies. This will show where the scans and the on-hand values do not match. This is what physical inventory will be making its adjustments on. Inside the table, the on-hand column shows the on-hand quantities from the current date. The scanned column shows the quantities of each item scanned during the inventory. The received column shows the quantities of each item received since the date of the inventory. The sold column shows the quantity of each item sold since the date of the inventory. The adjustment column shows the difference between the on-hand at the time of scan and the quantity scanned. The star OH column shows the on-hand quantities on the date you scanned your inventory. To adjust the values of the table to change the quantities in VRP to match what is scanned, click Adjust. VRP will ask if you want the system to assign the reference number. Click Yes if you would like it to be automatically generated. When finished, click Bye Bye.